Good evening.
Oh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
evening.
Warren.
Good afternoon.
Why have you got a hat on?
I don't know.
It's Christmas. I'll put it on.
Can I caress your balls?
Eh?
Oh, they're lovely. They're fluffy.
Why are you caressing Lisa's balls?
They're lovely and fluffy, aren't
What
they?
balls are you caressing?
You got 2 pairs as well.
On her shoes?
Yes.
On her slippers?
Yes.
Right, Lisa, what have you been watching us with?
We have been
Watching
Watching us with.
We have been watching Happy Ever After. You probably can't see it from there. I can't
Do
get
do
it.
do 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 zoom.
Crikey.
Ooh, there we go. Ah, me back. Master's coming.
Hello,
looking
Mama.
worried.
Hello, Mother.
The Happy Ever After
Christmas specials.
Christmas specials from,
What remarkable. We're back to the studio.
from 1976 and 1977. Oh, I need the computer to tell you
Yes.
to tell you
Are
things
you gonna
about
take
those.
that
No. So Warren,
Yes, darling.
you watched Terry and June with us for our Christmas special,
Yes.
and then like us, I think you indulged in Happy Ever After.
Oh,
didn't
yes.
you?
Yes, I indulged in some Happy Ever After
What
afterwards.
did you think I was going to say?
I don't know where you were heading with that. I'm going to take my persona off. Thank you. Oh, I can see now.
So 1976 Christmas schedule, 23rd of December, 6:40 Gemini Man, 7:30 Top of the Pops, 8 o'clock Sykes, 8:30 Happy Ever After, 9 o'clock Starsky and Hutch.
So it's a prime time.
And 1977, 6 o'clock Zoo, Music, Sounds and Pictures, capturing the delights and discoveries of a high summer day at Bristol Zoo. That sounds cheap.
Seeing Gibbons.
Carry On Up the Khyber,
That's very cheap.
Happy Ever After at 7:55, and the Liver Birds at 8:25, and the 9 o'clock news and Shirley Bassey.
How to finish on a high.
Indeed, and then Bonnie and Clyde.
Ah.
But what did you make of those as Christmas specials then?
They're quite fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was the best one, 76 or 77?
I know it's hard to tell. They're both quite good.
Some of it ran out a bit of steam halfway through, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you say that the good Terry and June's are slightly better? Or
Yes.
of
We
a
didn't
par
have any
or-
belly laughs, did
No,
we?
no. I mean, I don't think we're hitting the sort of the heady heights of the Christmas Terry and June, whichever year it is, where Sir Dennis
Oh,
comes
right, yeah.
for lunch, because
Okay.
there's lots of little bits in that of comedy that I mean, the thing with the tree in the 76 one, because Terry brings home this enormous tree that you can't get through the door properly, and there's lots of imagine he pulls the backdrop down, doesn't he?
I was going to say, because
Yeah.
you've got the set with sort of the hallway, you've got the front door,
Yeah.
you've got a bit of set for him to sort of stand on with the
Yeah.
tree, and then you've got the backdrop, and
Yeah.
you are waiting for him to make a hole in it, aren't you?
Almost a VT moment, wasn't it? For
And
Christmas?
also, you said he cut his chin, didn't he?
Yeah, his chin's bleeding.
Yeah, he's caught his chin on the tree.
And something falls off the wall as
yes,
well at one
and goes
point.
down.
downstairs. Yeah. You don't quite see what that is, do you?
But yeah, the 76 one, you said you also spotted Aunt Lucy waiting for a queue in the
She's
hallway.
in the hallway, isn't she?
Yes.
But my theory behind that now is that she heard the stopper come off the top of the sherry bottle. She was there in seconds.
'Cause, I mean, I don't really remember Happy Ever After, so we've seen the first 2 episodes?
We've seen the pilot and
Yeah.
the first episode, and then these
and
two
the one
episodes.
where they go off for a naughty weekend
Yes.
at the
But
hotel.
That's the first episode.
Yeah.
Good. That's a bit extraordinary, that one, because they're supposed to write lists of things that they don't like about each other, and there's just a little thing that they go to this hotel because June thinks it'll be romantic because it's the hotel where they had their honeymoon. They then find there's only 2 single rooms left,
Right.
and they're on different floors. And then he can't remember what room she's in, and then when he gets get in there, they get together in this single bed.
Oh yeah.
Tell me
And-
more.
And the
Hey.
last shot of the episode is her saying to him, "Where's that list?"
What's that, Warren?
And it's sort of implying that
Say no more.
she's going to criticise his technique, shall we say?
My
What
word.
do you mean by technique, Lisa?
I'm not listening. La
That's-
la 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 la.
All I'm going to say, I'm going to leave it to your imagination.
Okay.
Go on.
But there's an interesting thing you said about the telly, Warren.
But you don't see it.
You don't see it till
No.
the Christmas season, do you?
No.
But there is.
Well, they're looking at the TV Times, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're
Yeah.
saying what's on the telly, Happy Ever After, and
You went, oh no.
not that,
Not that. Yes.
which I think is quite clever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which begs me to ask, who is starring in Happy Ever After?
Which also, what was... So in 1963, when they were showing the new science fiction program, Doctor... Do they exist in the same world?
Well, this
Yeah.
is something that always interests me. That if you've got a fictional universe and you've got a made-up TV schedule for that night, how does it actually work? You know, it's that thing that in Doctor Who, EastEnders is a fictional thing, but in EastEnders, Doctor Who is itself a fictional thing.
Yes.
So
I would say it would be Eric Sykes and Hattie Jakes
in Happy Ever After.
in Happy Ever After.
Oh, that's interesting. That
I
would
think
work.
that would
I
work,
could see that.
yeah. And Aunt Lucy
Yeah.
is Corky because he's been thrown out of his house
Okay.
and he's having to lodge with them. Oh, we've just written a sitcom.
There you go.
There we go.
We'll pitch that at some
Yeah.
stage. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The
Must be washed off,
77
mother.
one is about June's parents.
Coming to
Coming
stay.
to stay.
Yes, and Terry doesn't want them to come.
No.
And he keeps putting his foot down. And he's really rather rude about it, isn't
Yeah.
he?
Put my foot down with a
Till-
firm hand.
Till she gets a bit upset about it, and he finally says, "Oh, they can come." And then when they arrive,
Only because he can smell money.
Yeah.
Lucy takes him aside and says he should perhaps be a bit nicer to him than he has been because then
There might be something
there
in
might
it.
be something in
Yeah.
it for him.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, you said
Are they coming in the Range Rover?
the
yes.
It's like, what?
Or the Mini.
The Mini or the Range Rover? Or the Mini Range Rover?
I mean, the setup was quite fun. You said you recognised June's mum, the actress that plays her.
Yes.
Yeah,
She's
who is
Joyce
this?
Carey,
Right.
and I have seen her in other things, but I think the thing we probably both recognised her from is Crib, The Last Trumpet, which is about Jumbo the elephant, who was the unfortunate elephant that was moved from London Zoo to a zoo in America and
Oh.
died. Because it was just
Uh-huh.
fed on sticky buns.
Oh, that's right,
and,
yes.
and she's in that episode. She gets murdered.
It's in
She's the
the,
old
she's in the
lady.
Avengers. She's
Right.
in the Avengers. Oh, which one is it? I mean, several actually.
I did have the list of her things on my book.
I
Yes.
haven't got IMDb up, but we can always add
She's
it to
not
the notes
to
later.
make a better mousetrap, is she?
I have no idea.
One of the two old ladies from
You
there.
probably know more about the Avengers at this point than I do.
Yes.
But,
But it's quite a big cast, really.
yeah, I mean the 76 one, it's part of the plot is that their kids don't want to be there for
the
Christmas.
daughters, because
isn't
their
it?
son lives in New York.
Yeah.
You do see their son.
Singapore,
you see him
isn't
about
it?
the first.
Oh no, what?
Yes, Singapore.
Singapore.
Oh,
Yeah.
I said New York. In Singapore, and
Far away. On the
he's
map.
we do see him. He's played by John Alkin from Crown Court and Planet of Fire,
Oh,
and he has a
right.
Chinese fiancée who's played by Pixin Lim. We haven't seen that episode yet,
No.
but yes.
Joyce Carey's in the new Avengers. I know that much.
And she's in A Murder Is Announced as well.
Oh, Miss Marple,
Yes.
1985.
She's
yeah.
well, she's not one of the suspects. She does a little part in that.
Yeah.
But she was born in 1898,
Wow.
so she's
No,
getting
no,
on
she
by
does
this
turn
point.
up in Quatermass Conclusion as one of the old people
It
that
doesn't
lives-
actually mention that.
that lives. I'm sure she lived in the car
It
car breakers.
doesn't mention that at all.
Hmm.
So perhaps it's uncredited,
Perhaps I'm mixing her up with the other lady who always appears in.
possibly.
Yeah.
Well, she's in Father Dear Father
Yeah, she's the mother in Father Dear
as
Father.
Patrick's mother.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
right.
The father and mother and
Yeah.
Father Dear Father.
She's in the Avengers in Homicide and Old Lace.
Oh, of
As
course,
Harriet.
she's the lady. The mother's telling the story to the two little old ladies, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, there you
Is
go.
they his aunts or his great aunts?
And then
yeah.
she's Mrs. Marriott in Sergeant Cork. So whether she's a
Ah.
relative of William Gaunt's character,
Oh,
his
Case
mother or
of the
something.
Self-Made Man.
I don't think we've seen that one.
It's 1964. We must have
Probably
seen
have
it.
seen it then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're a lot
Yeah.
further on in Sergeant Cork than that.
I forget where we've got to. So.
Right. But you said, Warren, this sort of conjures up like sort of the 1970s, because you were saying about having a phone in your
In the bedroom.
In your
Yeah.
bedroom.
Yeah, my parents had a phone in the bedroom.
Yeah.
That was in the 80s as well, 90s.
Yeah, not everyone had a phone, did they?
No.
Yeah.
Or you had a party line.
Yeah. Oh,
But having a phone by the side of the bed
Mm.
was a big thing. Having an extension in the house
Yeah.
was a big thing.
They had one in their bedroom because I remember using it on occasion.
All right.
So.
or the 70s fridge
Or being
freezer.
told to get off the phone.
Yeah, get off the phone.
Get off the phone. We want to use the phone. You've been on that for ages.
Or the 70s fridge freezer.
Yes, with the big
Yes.
sort of chunky handles
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
don't get on fridge freezers now because you always open the door from the
Delicate
top.
little
don't you?
handles. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's built in, isn't it?
Yes.
To the, yeah.
Yes.
Got a bit of a-
And it's noticeable that you've got a tiny little freezer and a bigger fridge, haven't you?
Yeah.
In the 70s ones, because obviously there wasn't that much frozen food. Whereas now we've got a separate fridge and freezer.
Or
haven't we?
you had a chest freezer in the garage.
in the garage.
Yeah.
And my dad had a chest freezer in his shed up
It's
until
to keep the
you know.
corpses. And everyone drank sherry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone drank sherry. Vile stuff.
Yeah. Oh, there is this recurring thing in Happy Ever After. That there's a lot of Andy sitcoms of the 70s and 80s. A lot of drink driving. Because in the pilot episode, one of their daughters pops in with a friend. And he offers him a drink. Oh, I better not, so I'm driving. And he's, we could have a beer.
I'll just have a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just have a beer.
Because
I'm
that doesn't
driving.
count,
Yeah.
obviously. Not like whiskey.
Because
or
that's
nothing.
weedy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, and you said about their headboard. Their huge headboard
Yeah, it's
on the
massive.
double bed.
It
It
was runway 1 at Heathrow Airport, their headboard. It was that length, wasn't it?
So how tall was it? It was about
it
sort
was
of
quite tall.
about 2.5 foot tall, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we don't even have a headboard.
Even with June
because-
sat up in bed,
Yeah, it was
it
still
was
quite a
way
way.
above us. But it was a strange shape, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it was. It's a very 70s sort of
like
one of those plush ones, isn't
Towering.
it? Padded
Oh
ones.
yes.
Yeah.
Towering Inferno
Yeah.
type.
And what
Because
was-
when we originally moved into our previous place we lived, we measured it. We couldn't get a headboard in, could
No,
we? So
no.
we've never had a headboard.
Oh, right.
So
No. And what was it? Terry's blow up bed as well.
That was a lovely. Something was going to happen somewhere, whether it was going to explode or. But it was wonderfully done, I thought.
it
Wasn't
just goes down, doesn't it? He
Yeah.
spends all that time blowing it up.
And it's-
June keeps standing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and filling Terry with air.
And what was it you said, Lisa, about June's choice of clothing at night?
Yes. Oh. Well, Warren
Well, you
pointed-
brought it up.
Yeah, Warren pointed out she's got a full face of makeup on still, and she's also still wearing a bra because you see the bra strap at one point on top of her pyjamas that she's wearing. And a lot of ladies, in fact, I don't know any lady that wears a bra in bed because it's uncomfortable. But obviously, it's to keep the scaffolding going, shall we say? That's all I'm going to say.
Are you going to comment on that, Warren, or not?
I'm just keeping abreast of things.
Okay, fair enough.
Very titillating.
But yeah, Terry gets golf clubs,
Yes.
isn't it, for
In the
For-
1976 one.
for his first present,
Mhm.
and June gets a coat.
Yes.
Yeah,
Very, very 1970s coat.
was
Yes.
it a sort of red thing with?
Yeah, it's orange.
Do you know?
With
I'm
trim.
sure I've seen that coat in the whatever happened to the Lightly Lads. with
Oh, do you think
Bridget-
it pops up
Yeah,
again?
it's,
Oh.
it's like the car that
Well,
pops.
it's only
up
going to
in-
be from sort of costumes, isn't
Well,
it?
that's
the
point,
You know,
but yeah.
it goes back into costume for somebody else to
You
use.
know,
Yes,
because
yeah.
we always say about BBC blankets,
Yeah.
but spotting costumes is always a
Mm.
good one, isn't it? You know. Yeah. But I enjoyed both of those.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they weren't.
They were gentle, weren't they?
Yeah, they were cheery. I
Mhm.
think that's fair enough. They're, you know, not in your classic sort of
No.
vein of your sort of things that always get repeated.
But the foundations were there for Terry and June.
Yeah,
It was very, very. I mean, even from their first few episodes, they gelled so well.
They do, and I think they'd worked together before, so obviously they'd established the sort of rapport, hadn't
Yeah.
they, with each other. So
They knew where they wanted to go with those
Yeah.
characters.
all good fun. I think is
Oh,
true
yeah.
to say. Isn't
Yes.
it, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, anything else, or
yeah.
shall we wish everyone a good
No,
night?
I just
You're going to play with some more balls.
play with the balls.
Yeah. Well, we'll get the crackers out later, Warren. Okay.
No, I
I'm
get.
sure you'll
At
have
least you
more.
haven't fed me chocolates this time.
Ah, you'll no, we won't do the tasting session with you.
I won't pull my faces out. Oh, it's a Happy New Year to everyone. Do not adjust your sets. Normal service will be resumed as soon as possible.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.